wide in the square circle, watching collide. Chopping it up with Chachi, Knuckle Town stride.
Step in the ring, those are all sweat pouring. Every damn story, his legacy soaring. From the first bell, you know he's on fire. Adrenaline pumping, the stakes climbing higher. Defending his crown, every move precise. One punch knockout, that's his spice. Ice. Chopping it up with Chachi, ready to ball. In Knuckle Down, he's conquering all. Chopping it up with Chachi.
What's up, everybody? It's Chachi Versace, your favorite personality with Knuckle Town. We're going to start a show here. We're going to get stories from all your favorite fighters, stories from me, stories from some of these guys right here. And this is our guest tonight, Kai Stewart. We got him backstage. I just want to say what's up, introduce myself. I'm Chachi Versace. I'm a BKFC prospect and a Knuckle Town interviewer. I'm here for the long run. Let's get this going. Let's get Kai Stewart on here.
What's up?
Kai, how's it going, buddy? I'm Chachi. Nice to meet you, bro. Introduce yourself for us real quick.
King Kai, BKFC featherweight world champion 4 times over, 3 defenses, best mustache in the game. Pain is the name. I'm just kidding. I wasn't going to go there. That would have been funny, though, if I have a rhyme all set up.
Kai, thank you so much for coming on here, bro. I know you just got off the road. I want to thank you. I've got 21 quick questions for you, bro. Again, this is to get to know each fighter. Dave Feldman loves the stories. I feel like there's not really any podcast out there or interviewers going into the personality of the fighters, getting your background, giving the fans or non-fans something to relate to for you guys. They've done a lot for me. Even the fighters, whether you know it or not, to yourself through footage, bro, have helped me, and I'm here to pay that back. So let's get started with some questions real quick. You got your name. Where are you right now? Let's get there.
Where am I? I am in Spokane, Washington. Hopping on a flight to LA tomorrow, but yeah, we moved out here to train. Still keeping really close roots to Montana. We'll be back to Montana February 12th to the 15th for the high school state wrestling tournament, and my buddy's doing a grand opening for a super cool new business, and I can't wait to be a part of that.
So you say Montana? Is that where you're from?
Yeah, Montana's where I'm from. I was born in Kansas, but we don't tell people that. Okay. But no, I'm Montana through and through, hunting, fishing, everything under the big sky. So,
yeah, I did. Like I said, I read back some. I did see you were from Kansas. I didn't want to put that in there. Hey, everybody's got their home. I'm originally from New Jersey, but Tampa, Florida is my home. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm from. Are you married?
No, I'm not, but I do have my wonderful girlfriend, Dakota Rough Rhodes. She fights herself. She did the amateur prospect series on the same card as me. So that was super, super, super cool. But no, not married yet.
Awesome. I did actually. I think I just saw you guys just got a house together.
We're over in Spokane. Yeah, we've been living together for almost 3 years. Yeah, 3 years now, I think. Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Time flies. Time fucking flies. And because she met me like right before the kaboom of my career. Like I was an amateur. I did 8 fights the year that we met, 2021, and then at the very end of that, I did my BKFC debut, and it has just been such a steamroll since. But she met me whenever I cut the extra weight to 135 pounds. I had blue cornrows. I sold out the arena. Fuck. I was peacocking, bro. And she had no choice but to say yes. So it was fun. Great time. Great company.
For sure. So kids, I don't think you have any kids yet.
No kids, but I do have a wonderful doodle named Marty, and he is my pride and joy. He is my son. He is my son. Let's go.
That was gonna be one of the questions with pets. I'm a huge animal lover myself. So, what kind of pup is that?
What kind of pup is that? Oh, he's a doodle. Yeah, I got a doodle.
Ah, we have
Yeah.
a corgi.
Oh, nice, nice. I rescued Marty. My coach found him. No chip, no collar, no nothing. He was super skinny, but he was a mop. He was the stereotypical homeless poodle mop.
No.
Took him in, got him a haircut. He's a whole different dog. Gave him a new name, new chance at life. He's loving it. So follow Marty the Doodle, Dudele, on Instagram for more.
And why'd you name him Marty?
His personality, the way he walks, is exactly like the zebra from Madagascar.
All
So
right.
it's just so
Siblings.
for him. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. He's wild, but he's my first he's my first dog that's my dog. You know, like I had my mom. My mom had a dog. It was supposed to be my dog. You know how that goes whenever you're a kid, but he's my
Yeah.
first dog. But he's like he should be under 3 years old. But I think he's young. He's a puppy. He seems like a puppy to me. But he's big, so he's like obviously grown. Maybe just he hasn't grown up because he was homeless, like type of thing. Like he just never had any training, so he's still like a puppy. I don't know, but he's a good dog.
Okay. Siblings. You have any brothers, sisters?
Yeah, so on my dad's side, I actually just met all of them. I have a brother and two sisters, and then I have my sister that I grew up with, Shauna. Um, So yeah, that's three sisters, one brother. So I only really know my sister though. So
Where do you
yeah.
fall in? Are you the oldest, youngest?
I'm the youngest by far. I think I by 10 years. By 10 years. Yeah. I, I was in a definite accident and turned into a fucking legend. So
Yeah.
let's go, baby.
Well, let's get to your childhood real quick, a little bit. Just if you can summarize it, you have a good childhood.
It was I would say I had a good childhood, a fair childhood. Definitely definitely hard though. I had a single mother. She was a truck driver for a farmer in Montana, if that kind of describes it, you know. But she that was the definition of hard work because I was always able to go to wrestling tournaments. She always made that happen. Even if she sent me with coaches, sent me with another family, like I definitely got to go wrestle. So she always made stuff happen. So like I said, fair, just every like everybody has a different outlook on childhood. A lot of people that grew up without a father figure are like fuck the world, fuck the world. But me, it is life's what you make it, and I had a pretty good childhood. Being able to hunt, fish. We live in a small town, like 50 people in Montana. So I was able to just free reign, ride my four-wheeler, ride my dirt bike around, go to each different fishing hole. Like life was life.
So pretty normal childhood, I'd say then.
Yeah.
Um, through school, elementary and high school, what kind of kid were you in school?
Elementary school before we moved, so middle of sixth grade year was rough. Like, my mom is awesome. I love my mom. Um, but there was just, she was a single truck driver, this and that. And there was just a stigma around it or something. Because I don't know, as a kid, we never really know how we were, But I was always in trouble in elementary school, and then I changed schools, and I never got in trouble again. I had really good grades. I had really good grades even whenever I was getting in trouble. But it's like we moved, and there's no trouble, and I felt like I acted the same. I felt like I acted just because I was always like afraid to get in trouble type of thing. I was never afraid to do get in trouble, but I didn't do anything crazy enough to get in crazy trouble type of thing. But I was definitely a small town adventurous kid. It was fun, but I had good grades growing up. It depends on what school you ask, because on good, bad, ugly, but high school years were easy. So
I did see somewhere, it wasn't really in context, but it was in some of your accolades that you've gotten over time, was honor roll.
mm,
Yeah.
yeah,
That
that
that was something I
yeah, I that was just I didn't want to get in trouble. I didn't want to get kicked out of wrestling. Like wrestling was all I had. I knew that wrestling was my ticket out of small town Montana. No matter whether I went to a D1 college, I used wrestling to go to fighting. Never thought I would be bare knuckle fighting, but here we are. Uh, but honor roll was just I didn't really care, and that I wish I would have cared about those things a little bit more because it was cool. I mean, I worked my butt off, but school was easy for me. Like I read something once, I was able to do my work. Math was tough. I did struggle with math, but I found a way to work. Like that was the one subject I had to work extra in. I went in and saw the teacher after hours. Like I definitely had to work my butt off, but everything else was super easy to me. So
Speaking of work, do you have a 9 to 5? What you do on a normal basis?
I am a social media content creator. No. No, I've been super blessed with sponsorships. Blessed with BKFC. My next fight, I'm definitely gonna get a bigger bag. I'm gonna make sure that. But with that being said, I have to give respect. I only have 8 total professional fights, and I'm making a living off of it plus sponsorships. So we're doing I'm in a point where I don't have to work, and I'm very grateful for that, but I do work. I joke about being content creator. If I wasn't posting and creating content, I wouldn't be getting paid. So yeah, there's definitely a level of work, but there's definitely a huge level of freedom. But I try to work out every single day. Obviously there's going to be rest days in the off season. Everybody that says that they don't take rest days, like you're dumb. Like that's probably right. That's probably why you're always injured. That's why you probably hate your sport. That's why you're not having fun. But with me, I take my time off. I play my video games. I love my Fighter of the Year speech sitting behind my desk like a little nerd. I loved it. It was a great vibe. But yeah, this is my job. What you see is what you get.
Well, yeah, you've done a great job at that too as well. Um, so if you did, like, I know we talked about your nursing and psychology.
Mhm.
What would
Yeah.
be your dream job though? Maybe if you weren't fighting.
Hmm. It's changed. I can't do the medical field now. And it's good. This is even crazier. Blood and guts, like I can't do it. I can't
Right.
fucking do it. But I'm also in bare knuckle. So I don't know where we draw that line, but I've started getting to the point where I can't even watch I can't watch gory movies. I just can't do it. I don't know why. I have no idea why. I used to be able to watch them all the time. So I'm glad I didn't go the doctor route because then I'd be in serious fucking trouble. Um Pilot, maybe. I think being a pilot could be really fucking cool, especially if you can become like a private pilot. Um, I've always thought ever since being a fighter, I would love to. Okay, I have great management, so this is not a diss on my management at all. But I see some management companies just being fucking pigs, being like super unethical. I started getting my business management degree so that way I can become a sports manager, a sports agent. My bad. Um, to take that like I can just be one extra good guy, like
Right.
if you're gonna put somebody that doesn't know how to fight in there, just at least put them against somebody else that doesn't know how to fight. They'll probably have a good fight because if neither of them know how to do something, but just sending somebody with confidence that they're gonna get knocked out, but you're gonna get 20%, that's fucked up. Now, if knockouts and shit happens, that's the fight game. Like you can't discuss, but I see some fight posters get released, and I'm like, what the fuck are you guys doing?
Yeah.
And that's been a thought on my mind too, is definitely because I'd be really good at it. Like I said, my management's great, but a lot of my biggest deals I've brought in myself, which I'm grateful that I don't owe a percentage of that if I bring it in myself. I love my contract. But I've done it myself. And they've helped me behind the scenes, negotiate contracts and stuff. But in terms of bringing it in, I think I can bring in a lot of money for a lot of fighters. I I've even helped some of my amateur guys pick the right fights, and they ended up being great fights, and they learned a lot from it. Whether they win or lose, they're like, "Hey, thank you for helping me. Thank you for getting my name in the door." So I'd love to do that one day. So there's always something to fall back on.
I had that feeling that might have been in one of your answers there because I do see a kid that you quite normally promote on your Facebook. The
Uh,
name is slipping my tongue right now.
wait, recently?
Yeah, I've seen him quite a few times here
Okay, so
recently.
is that the terrifying toddler,
Could be a young.
Lance Regenball?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, Lance. He actually fights this weekend at Fierce Fighting Championship. I was their lightweight title holder at one point because I bumped up and didn't want to cut weight. But I was their lightweight champion. He is going to defend his 125-pound title. He's got a really tough opponent who is the current bantamweight champion for Fierce Fighting Championship. The guy's cutting weight. Lance is going to beat his ass and then say, "Hey, let's fight for the 135." Then he's going to go pro. He could go pro in bare knuckle, MMA, kind of whatever he wants. But he's going to be successful. He's got to lock in. He's got to lock in a little bit, not even athletically, just in the other stuff, because
How old
becoming
is
a
he?
popular fighter is hard. 21. He's 21. Becoming a professional fighter is hard because you have to do the social media. If you're not a popular fighter, you're not going to make money in this sport. It's just hard. Like I see people that don't know how to fight, but they're entertaining and they're making money off of it. I'm just like, yes. Dude, if that's all you can give to the sport is being entertaining, then yes. If you're having fun, do it. But then
For
there's
sure.
some people that have a lot of talent and won't do the extra work. And it's like, they don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck about you unless you bring in eyes.
Yeah. That's something I do quite well is the social media and stuff. Could be better, but something I'm good at, praised for by a lot of the other amateur fighters and stuff. And you try to put that stuff in their head, man, and it's like
Mhm.
in one and out the other. Unfortunately,
No, 100%.
Yeah. So on your weekends, bro, you don't have a job, but when I hopefully commit some time to some fun time. What do
Oh
you like
yeah.
to do on?
Well, recently we've been loving some blackjack. Been
Okay,
loving
I
some
love
blackjack.
blackjack.
Um, we don't go gambling that much, but I love it. Um, Hunting, fishing.
Good.
Not a lot of that recently in the past, like literally 360, like whole year. It's been a minute since I've dedicated some fishing time, but I love Montana, but sometimes the drive to really good fishing spots is like 3 hours. I think over here there's gonna be, even if it's a creek with some little fish in it, you can go catch a 3 or 4 fish in an afternoon. Like I get done doing a podcast, I'm like, I want to go catch a fish. You can do that pretty quick, like 10-minute drive.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah. I want to get back to that. Golfing. I've gotten into golfing, hanging out with my girlfriend. We're going to LA this weekend. It's been mostly, my weekends have basically been travel, 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 travel. So
What are you doing in LA?
we are going to go meet up with my sponsor, Harvey Singh with Singh Contracting. He,
I know.
yeah, yep. Harvey's a great guy, and he's we're cooking up a big plan. We're cooking up a big plan for 2025, and I've already gotten bare knuckle and brought myself up, and we're just gonna fucking shoot it out this year. That there's nobody 145, 135, 155 that'll touch me.
Yeah.
And I truly believe that. And I am willing to put up, I'm willing to prove it, but I need to get paid. I will do what the company says. Anybody that wants to sign the dotted line at those 3 weight classes, I literally don't give a fuck. Give me some money. Give me some money. I have a stack of belts. See that? Stack of belts. Stack of belts. I don't need another belt. Okay? I just don't need it. Show me the money.
Sure. Yeah, man, it's crazy actually. I first saw you quick knockout on Daniel Gary So I didn't get to see a lot of you, of course, because that was a real quick knockout.
Mm.
Um, but just to watch you evolve and it's like you're always a step ahead, bro. I did not see, a Gallo, that fight going that way. Howard Davis, the guys that they probably put in front of you for you not to beat. And
I
yeah,
love it. I love hearing people say that
you
shit.
schooled these guys. Honestly, you really did.
Mm.
And again, me personally, bro, I idolize you because I'm a short guy, and
Mhm.
I'm just
Short kings, short
strong. You gotta
kings.
be aggressive, and you gotta get on the inside, bro. And
Mhm.
you fucking bulldog your
Yeah.
way in every time, bro. And I was actually just having a talk with you in the gym yesterday, or about you in the gym yesterday, talking about someone's like, oh, well, should I just throw away my MMA and just change everything for bare knuckle? I was like, well, I mean, the wrestling works for Kai Stewart. Like he uses that, I feel, to
Mm.
his advantage.
I don't think there's a boxer on planet Earth right now. I truly believe they can bring any professional boxer, any major celebrity, any major big boxing name, and I would dominate them under the bare knuckle rule set. I don't think it would be remotely well. Okay, define remotely close. I'm not a finisher. We all know that I'm not a finisher, but I'll beat the shit out of you for 10 minutes. Like, look
Yep.
at HD. People said like there was people that said that was a shit decision, bro. I made him cry on the stool. Then you have Gaio, and I mean he hit me, but in reality, I beat his ass.
He's
So
close,
it
both these
wasn't
guys.
close. So it's hard for me to sit here and say, "Oh, I'll beat the fuck out of him," because where do we draw that line? But I mean that whether it's a quick first round knockout or a 5-round fight, I don't think that there's a gloved boxer alive because people are saying, "Oh, glove boxers are coming. Glove boxers are coming." Okay, let them come. Let them see.
My best way to explain those is you made them come to your fight. That
Well, and
you made it, bro. That's what it is.
we're just gonna become the storm, and I'm not here to defend my belt. I'm here to make money and prove why I'm in the position that I'm in. Wins and losses, I don't. After HD, I was so fucking just, oh, I have to win this fight. Nobody believes in me. Nobody. Then I go out there and did what I did. That was my changing point where I don't care if I win or lose. If I do everything right on the outside of the ring or cage, there's not a person alive that's going to beat me. I believe that. If it happens, it happens. And then we get back in there and, with 4 world titles, 3 title defense, nobody's going to beat me twice in a row. No, like, so I'll get it back. I'll just work harder. I'll not even work harder, work smarter. Like you said, I'm a step ahead of everybody. And
Yeah.
what it's going to take for somebody to beat me is to completely change their game from anything that I can find on the internet. I'm an IQ fighter. I don't give a fuck like if I can just do something that you can't do, you're not going to beat me. So there's a challenge for anybody, but fuck you.
Oh, yeah. Back onto the questions real quick.
My bad. I went on a tangent. I
No,
was just
no.
on one there.
Hey, I ate into it, bro. Believe me, I'm a fan too. So, let's go back again to the questions. What kind of car do you have? What might be your favorite car? I like Firebirds.
So I have Jeeps. My girlfriend has a Jeep Grand Cherokee. I have a Jeep Compass. Got them from Lithia Dodge in Great Falls. Shout out for the sponsorship. Um, I love it, but I love the Jeep. I wouldn't trade my Jeep. My dream car, not even a dream car, but a car that I will have a truck, a Cybertruck. I'm gonna have a Cybertruck for sure.
You want the Cybertruck?
Bro, it's bulletproof. And Duran is like, you can't come to Miami. Bitch, I'll bring my bulletproof car. Fuck you. Fuck him. I don't give a
I didn't know you
fuck.
did that.
Yeah, it's recent too. He made a whole ass video. You're a pussy. You're a rat. You're a this. You're a that. If you ever come to Miami, you should see my DMs. Like 50 people saying, you come to Miami, I'm going to put a gun to your head. And I'm like, holy fuck. They don't play down there, bro. but I still beat his ass, and I'll do it again.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
too
like
much, bro. I gotta stop laughing at my own jokes. Shit, fuck,
traveling is the next question. So, what's your
a
favorite place
lot.
to go? Uh, Same
Not
here.
Miami.
Shout out Miami.
Oh fuck.
No, what's
Um. So I recently surfed. Last time I was in LA was for the Ruben War fight. He also said he was going to shoot me, but we actually rolled up in a Tesla truck. So I got to use the line, "Okay, my car's bulletproof, bitch." But no, I've become fond of LA, but not because of LA, but because of surfing. I recently surfed down there. There were dolphins. I'm hoping the weather holds up on Friday to get some surfing in. We land at 10. We should be able to make it. I hope. But yeah, surfing changed it. Other cool places. Fuck. Oklahoma's cheap. I recently went to Oklahoma. What?
I've never been to Oklahoma. Never been there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oklahoma
Colorado.
cheap. Like gas was like 2.49 type of cheap.
Yeah. Well,
No,
must be good.
probably even cheaper than that, like 223. I don't know, it's crazy. I was like, holy shit, I might move here. Like houses were under $100,000 for like 3 bedrooms. What the fuck?
That's what I just heard. I took a trip to Ohio, and someone was like, "Oh, nobody can afford my house," and he's like, "Oh, I got 16 acres, $200,000." I was like, "What?"
I was
I was like,
like, let's go.
"Wow,
Um,
that's
yeah.
crazy."
I really want to travel overseas, but I believe that my next fight will be overseas. I know I'm a pay-per-view fighter. Look at me. Of course I'm a pay-per-view fighter. Fuck. Um, but no, I'm a pay-per-view fighter, so I know all the Americans are gonna tune in whenever I'm fighting over in Italy or Dubai or Spain or anywhere cool. Australia, I'd love to fight in, or they should just put me as the number one seed in the baddest man on the planet tournament. You put me in a tournament for 15 milli. There's not a person alive. There's not a person alive that will take that from me. Doctor stoppage, fucking pussies, dude. Oh, I hope that
Uh,
tournament happens. I hope that
yeah,
tournament happens at my weight. Like
it's
it consumes my life. It consumes my life because I even start like I'm in the off season right now. I started training harder in the off season. Shit, that shit was like we're ready to go.
so many questions to raise about that tournament though. Like, how would you? What if like somebody 25 is whooping ass and what is he at the end gonna face someone that might be a heavyweight? I don't really
Well,
understand how
so
they.
I heard a rumor that it's either going to be 175 to 275 or 135 to 165. And by rumor, this is public information. It was a podcast I think Feldman did. Um, but if it's 35 to 65, I cut from well above 65. So I don't give a fuck. Um, yeah, and I'd fight the toughest person first. Give me an easy draw and give me the first guy first, the toughest other guy first. I'll cakewalk the rest. Kevin Smith already fucking took down my information so they can start the transfer. Okay, Kevin Smith is my dog.
Yeah,
That's my fucking joke. I've just been telling everybody, yeah, Kevin Smith. He took down my information.
yeah, that's who runs my gym, buddy.
Dude, fucking
Yeah,
love Kevin Smith.
yeah, he's a good
Let's
dude.
go, Kevin.
Yeah. Your favorite foods, bud?
Definitely like wild game. Elk. Probably elk over deer, unless we're talking about like jerky, like some real fucking
Yeah.
Montana jerky. I really like deer jerky. Love elk burger, elk steaks, elk loin. Oh my god.
I
But
don't.
anything that I can cook on the grill, we're loving it. Weed, anything with weed, with weed butter in it. We like the um. Oh, and like a good mac and cheese, like a creamy, like baked with cornflakes on top type of shit. Oh, fuck me up.
Caillou, Montana is fuck. I got it.
Yeah, dude. I know. I till I die. Or
I
fit. Oh
think
fuck. Then we got like walleye, and we have like freshwater fish. Fuck me. Yeah, kind of anything. If I can catch it or shoot it, I probably like it, like a lot.
yeah, country boy for sure.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Your favorite movies? I think I seen one on the it's like a Argos. Is that the name of that team? It was or school maybe?
Yeah, fuck.
The Heat. I think it's.
Wait, what did it say?
I think it said the Heat. I have to go back
The
in my
Heat
notes.
is a fucking classic. The Heat is so fucking funny.
Yeah, right here it says
I would
favorite movie.
probably say the Heat, Step Brothers as an honorable mention. Ted. Fuck. What else?
I'm not sure when
Yeah.
this came out, but it also says your favorite athlete, Conor McGregor. How fucking wild is that, huh?
Dude, no, that's why I'm telling you I'm on the right path. No matter like bare knuckle was the most unlikely thing for me to ever do. Not only I've never been in a street fight in my entire life, never. I'm not a boxer. I went into MMA practice and said, I don't need to do that shit. I don't need to get kicked in the face. I don't need to get elbowed in the face. I'll just take him down and choke him out. That's what I wanted to do. Now I'm in bare knuckle boxing. They bring in Conor McGregor after I'm already in. Like, bro, I'm living in a sale. Maybe the world does revolve around me, you know? I know I'm really not that big of a dick, but I'm on one tonight. I'm having a good one. I got fucking hype talking about Miami.
Yeah, quick in the mood for sure. Um, we talked about movies. What about music?
Tyga. Tyga's pretty good. Snoop
That one's out.
Dogg, real good. Tyga, Snoop, Lil Wayne. Lil
People still
Wayne.
listen to Tiger.
Oh yeah. Tyga's like up and down my fucking my workout playlist. You just doing his thing.
What's your favorite
Not a
workout
big
song?
wait, what?
Your favorite workout song?
Favorite workout song? Probably something about fucking smoking weed and fucking doing I don't know. Let me see. Let's see what my most played is. Fuck. Favorite workout song. That's a good one. I would probably say Bleed It Out by Linkin Park.
Oh, that's a good one.
You get into the fucking the nitty-gritty of the weight cut and you're just like or like anything Linkin Park, you put on the whole Linkin Park album, you're fucking set. You're just set for an hour and 15 minutes.
For sure.
Fuck. Oh, you just go to that dark place. Oh,
Um, collect anything. So I collect figurines, like comic books and stuff like that. What do you
I
like to
collect
collect?
fucking belts.
That's
No,
it.
I don't really collect much. I would say belts, wrestling shoes. I've become very fond of wrestling shoes, but there's no like I have to have these wrestling shoes. I just get a lot of wrestling shoes. Just because I also sweat a lot during fight camp, so it's like I want a pair of shoes for the fucking every day of the week. So that's fucked up. But yeah, nothing. Okay, the closest thing that I would say I have to a collection would be like trying different weeds. It's not really a collection of weed, but it's like definitely like I want to try as many different strains of weed as possible. Like
Same here.
I want to smoke the son of the son of the son of like the fucking baby of Grant, like whatever the fuck, you know. I'm trying to
Oh,
get
yeah.
it. Like, instead of signing autographs, I swear to God, I've not signed very, very much. I've been near people that definitely ask people for autographs. They come up to me and is like, "Hey, do you want to go smoke this joint outside?" I swear, people are just like just every time they see me, it's like, "You want to go outside and smoke a joint?" Absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Good to know, because I actually every single time I show up to the fights, I usually have like a pack of just a wad of joints that I'm passing out to people.
Well, I remember Sturgis, like Big Ben at the end didn't give a fuck, and he took my Legend OG that me and Connor smoked together. But I brought a whole bunch of rolled shit of Legend OG, and we were like lighting it up, fucking ringside. I don't. That was fun. That was a blast. Like, I was like all
Oh my
nervous
goodness.
because they're kind of an anti-weed organization,
Yeah,
which I teach their own. It's their vision, so I have to respect that, and they've given me a great platform. But come on, everyone smokes weed. You're,
it's not them personally. We
I
both know
know.
them all. They all, everybody endures them.
Yeah.
But
No, it's the TVs, but even the TV people, like, respectfully, I wish I could say what I wanted to say. And it just like, come on, guys. We're going out there causing serious bodily harm to each other. Serious bodily harm. And I can't have a pot leaf on my shorts. Come on,
they
man.
should promote that
Like I
over,
said, it's not bare knuckle. It's the TV companies. I get it, because you got to think world market. World market. There's countries that we want to be in that are anti-weed, and I'm like, fuck. Anyway, tangent over.
Yeah, no worries. Hey, next time I see you, then we'll definitely share one of those. Um,
Mhm.
tattoos. Do you have any tattoos?
Yeah, I got some. I have elephants on my forearm, this wolf pack tattoo, dino. Yeah, I got some tattoos. I got the humble team on my rib, believe on my collar, wrestling tattoo, and I got my big old belt on my thigh.
Yeah,
So I
I
got the
seen you
bare
post.
knuckle belt. Yeah, I love my belt tattoo. People talk shit about it, but I had a good buddy do it. And it's badass. I don't give a fuck. I put 4 tally marks, and he's gonna come to my next fight and give me that 5th tally. Can't wait.
Oh yeah,
Can't fucking
yeah.
wait.
That's cool, man. I'm super proud of you because like it's just to watch someone who's like again, I searched you online, but I couldn't find anything. So to watch someone come from, and I don't want to call you nothing, but come from nothing,
Yeah.
and to see that the emotion has put people in front of you that I can definitely say that I'm sure they didn't expect you to beat, and you just knocking them down left and
Mm.
right.
I
Um,
know. It's
and you're just
it's
cakewalking the whole
crazy.
thing, man. You really are. Um,
Yeah, it's a
and
confidence thing. Like, there's not a person alive there's not a person in my division. I'll be respectful. I'll be respectful to the public. But there's not a person anywhere near my weight division that is just as mentally tough. They're not willing to go to that dark place. They're not putting themselves through that. I Our team, we're doing it. We're doing it all the time. We just go to that dark place and do our thing. And hats off. I trust me. As much as I think Duran is just an excuse making bitch, as much as you know, I did dominate HD. That they are good fighters. They're good fighters, and they've proven a lot. They've done a lot for the sport. 7-1 now for Duran, and like 7-2-1 for HD or something along those lines. Like, they're getting to be legends. They're legends in bare knuckle themselves. So with that said, I've shown that I'm fit, like, crazy different than these guys. And it's I get it. I'm a small town Montana kid, not a lot of crazy support, but I'm gonna keep beating them. So might as well just, instead of fighting it, come on, just give me a little bit of marketing money. Like, not even give me the money, but put some marketing money behind me. Let's see what the mustache can do. 7-0, 7-8. No, as a professional, I have one MMA fight, but
That's
7-0.
definitely for sure. Giving the guys the opportunities, and I think that'll happen anyway. It's still a young company because he's still young. I think
Yep.
as long as you stick it out, bro, hopefully the money grows and you'll be able to grow with them. I'm sure they'll appreciate you as long as you stick by them.
I
Everybody there
um,
seems to be great
I
people.
feel really good about bare knuckle. I think I'm in a really good position, and I hope there's one thing that I can say publicly that I'm not afraid to say publicly is I just hope bare knuckle has seen the loyalty because I shouldn't even be in bare knuckle. Like I'm just, I'm
A
having
young guy.
fun. And I'm changing the game. And trust me, I have not had conversations. I have had a ton of people reach out. I've had different organizations reach out. I have not entertained all, at all. But I love having all that in the back pocket. I love it. Bare knuckles the bare knuckles for real the next biggest thing in my fight lifetime. I don't want to say my lifetime. I think I will be alive long enough to see bare knuckle be insanely huge. Do we get to the UFC level by the time I retire? Close. I think we'll be close. 10 more years, 15 more years, bare knuckle's going to be like legendary. I just think there's going to be some issues with longevity of bare knuckle to create stars. Like, because I'm 7-0 and I feel like I've done some crazy shit in the sport. And, I have 67,500 followers. And I'm grateful for it. I have enough sponsorship to get me by. But, how much longer do I have? Like, my hands are fine, but you never know in a sport like this. I've seen people be done quickly, but I'm gonna be here as long as I can. I bleed black and yellow, bro.
Yeah. How many times you going to take them cuts and stuff? I understand
Well,
that.
my coach had a dream that I went 13-0, and to win so that if they set a 64-man bracket for the tournament, that insinuates 6 fights. In 6 fights, I'll be 13-0. So let's fucking go, baby.
Bring it into
And
fruition.
he had that dream before the tournament came out, by the way. I just wanted that. That's kind of why I'm like, okay, life's getting fucking weird.
Hell
I
yeah.
was all high, smoking a blunt. And he goes, "Yeah, man, I had this dream." And I'm like, "Okay, you got give me a goddamn minute."
Just falling in the line.
Mhm.
So we're almost done here. I've got 2 more questions. Um, Anything that
Excuse me.
I haven't asked that you do want people to know about you?
Fuck. Ah, man, I talk a lot of shit. I talk a lot of shit, but in the end, I do have a general respect, even for people that I shit talk, except for Joe Riggs. Joe Riggs, I don't give a fuck what happens to that guy. Like, he's the one person on planet Earth where I'd be like, and not give a fuck. Everybody else, no matter what you say about me, trying to take my wins away, saying, oh, this adversity, this and that. I respect them. But I'm going to talk my shit because I believe what I say. I believe what I say. I wouldn't if I tend to try to not say anything outside of the truth. Obviously, some of the stuff that I say is opinionated, but the opinions keep coming true. So I have the humble team tattooed on my side, and I mean it. I try to be a humble person outside of bare knuckle, but anybody in bare knuckle can get it. So there's street Kai and there's bare knuckle Kai. So let me know which one you want to meet.
Uh, I get that. I kind of there's a pedestal that you're on, but you've put yourself there and you've quietly put yourself there. You haven't done it in a obnoxious, disrespectful way. You've quietly climbed to the top.
The biggest amount, the most disrespectful I'll ever be is if somebody like comes at me first. Like if you listen to all of our shit talk between me, HD, even Louis Lopez, like all these guys, they talk shit about me and then they get all offended and whenever I respond and they don't like it because none of them have had a white boy sit there and talk shit the way that I do. with a fucking handlebar mustache. Like Brian Duran has probably been face to face with some fucking scary people. Like hats off to him for that. But he also had to sit there and listen to me talk shit, which I thought was fucking hilarious. And I got under every single one of their skins, and I really don't try. A lot of it just comes from me replying like, oh, a big one right now that set Duran off, and then I ended up being racist. He just keeps threatening me. He keeps threatening me. And it's like, bro, maybe the first time it was scary to some people from the outside looking in, but you had a full 10 minutes to do whatever you wanted to me. Like, you could kill me. If the ref didn't pull me off in time, you could literally kill me in there. But you didn't. You didn't fucking come close. And I called him the Cuban letdown. It's just the truth. He talked all that shit, and then he let everybody down. Like, I had people fucking DMing me, even now that people are talking shit. Like Duran's talking shit again. People will message me like, bro, I gotta support Miami, but we know you're gonna fucking cakewalk this fool. He doesn't represent the real, and I'm like, oh, you guys are real for that. That's funny as fuck. He probably thinks you're you're his friend, which is fucked up. It's fucked up, but it's true. It's true. Yeah. It's true story, man. I couldn't lie to somebody as good looking as you. Shit.
Shit, that's the ammo right there. You post that shit.
Post
my
it.
My last question for you, bro. What are you the most proud of? You're young, short life already. There's plenty more.
You know, I grew up so, and I don't want to talk shit about the guy because he is. I just recently found out he's battling stage 4 lung cancer. I went down and visited him. We spent the day, and then I left, and that was that. And it was a great time. But I'm proud that even without a father figure in my life, no matter what obstacle somebody tried to put in my way, if I wanted something, I'd just go do it. If I didn't want something, then trust me, I'd be lazy as fuck. I don't give a fuck about that. But there's other things that I just won't be denied. And if I set my mind to something, I'll crawl through glass to get there. And that's what I'm most proud of. No matter what type of statistic they say that I'm supposed to be, like, I'm not going to be that. I'm not going to go that route. So, I'm proud of everything that, like, every decision that I've made this far. You know, there's been some scary ones, but everything has led me to the craziest of manifestations. Like, hey, Conor McGregor's my boss. Like there's a 9 out of 10 chance right now if I fucking FaceTimed him, Conor would answer my fucking FaceTime call. Like, that's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
But, you know, power of hard work, man. Power of hard work.
Oh, hard work for sure.
Yeah, so, hard work. Let's go.
What's probably a good role model then is what I'm getting.
Well, you know, back to your last question. I like that, you know, the role model. Like, this is the first season that I have not coached wrestling because we made a transition. We moved to Spokane. And, like, I'm a little fucked up about it. Like, I love coaching. I giving back because I had coaches that had no business. Now that I'm getting older, you know how hard life is. Like, life will hit you like a fucking truck. But I had so many coaches just give me an opportunity, and they trust, like, to the point where I lived with one of my coaches in my junior and beginning of senior year of high school because my mom was working in North Dakota and I didn't want to transfer high schools. So instead of transferring high schools, I stayed in Montana. And, you know, I want to, if somebody needs help, I want to be that coach. Like, if I can be coach and change one life, it'll be worth it to me, because there's coaches that gave me everything. In fact, the tall guy with the mustache, he cuts his mustache only for my fights. But the tall heavyweight guy that holds my banner every single fight, that's my middle school wrestling coach, Sears Tiernan. Without him, my career would not be where it's at. My wrestling coach has got me to where I need to be. So that's what I want to do one day. Like, when I win the baddest man on the planet tournament and get that 15 million that they're talking about for first place prize, I'm gonna coach. I'm gonna coach wrestling. I'm gonna coach wrestling like I've never coached before, and it's gonna be a good day.
Oh yeah, that's a good answer, bro.
Yes, sir.
Again, you're a role model for me too, and it's not obviously for that reason, but just watching you humbly come up to where you are now, bro.
Oh yeah,
I would,
I appreciate that, and I'm gonna keep the train rolling. Bare Knuckles painting me to be a heel, though. They're really making me into a heel, and I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, I'm trying to be a good guy. I'm just a chill guy that likes to play punch face. Fuck.
well, we see that unfortunately in there with some other people, but you just gotta pave your own way, man. Keep doing what you're doing. You're not doing anything wrong, obviously. You're
Yes,
still
sir.
here, you're still kicking ass, still putting asses in seats, and I hope the best, for you, bro. I hope it grows, and I hope they do give you that marketing opportunity, for
I
sure.
know. Let's do it. Let's do it, man. But anytime you want to come to the Pacific Northwest, you have a place to stay, you have a place to train. We'll go snowboarding, we'll do something fun. But until then, brother, thank you for having me on. And yeah,
Thank you,
the
champion
featherweight
Kai.
king.
Good night, brother. Thank you.
Good night, brother.
All right. That was our champion, Kai Stewart, the 145 champ. Good to get to know him. We got a lot of common interests. I think I'm gonna have a good time. I'm gonna go up there and train with him. I can't wait. The bare knuckle community has blessed me with so many opportunities, including this one right here, to have this show and share some stories with you guys. Hopefully, get some things from these fighters that you'll be interested in. You can connect to these guys, maybe even become a new fan of these guys for some of these interests. But Chachi out, Knuckletown, baby.